Make sure to move around your shoulders as well, just in case. Go with the flow with the rhythm. And then you throw a light punch!
Professor, I'm sorry you saw that side of me in the village. It must have been quite a shock to you and the others. I'm mortified by my behavior. When I saw the chaos and violence there, my mind just went completely dark.
You weren't yourself.
I see why you would say that. I always strive to keep my emotions at bay, but sometimes the darkness takes hold and it's impossible to suppress. It just shows you how lacking I am. I have much to learn. I've told you before that someday we may find ourselves facing something we simply cannot accept. That's what the chaos in Remire village was to me. Solon and the Flame Emperor are both beasts who must be eliminated. Demons who kill the innocent. They aren't even human at this point.
Where is this anger coming from?
It must be hard to fathom. It's true that I don't have any strong connection to those villagers. And yet... You see, Professor, I saw the same flames of torment just 4 years ago. In Dusker.
Please, have mercy! The pain! Make the burning stop! Help me! Somebody!
Avenge us! Those who killed us! Tear them apart! Destroy them all!
My father, my stepmother, 4 years ago, they lost their lives to those flames. I'll never forget. I still remember their faces, their screams, the tortured last moments of every person who died that day. But right now, all that matters is that we do whatever we can to help the surviving villagers get back to their normal lives.
Well, we saved the majority of them,
Thank you.
So.
For everything.
Yep, just don't go crazy on me.
There's a reason that I came to the Officers' Academy. Just one reason. I came here for revenge. And one day, I will have it.
And there it is. You can't just walk away after saying that to me. Oh, I guess he did.
You did well handling that awful business in Remire village. I am certain the goddess shares in our grief at the senselessness of that calamity. More importantly, I was shocked to hear that our own Tomas was actually a dark mage. I must reflect on our blindness.
You surely must. You failed to notice that a rat was hiding in your home. Pathetic.
Yep. You kind of
Who
suck,
are these
Lady
wicked
Rhea.
foes? How did Tomas escape your gaze?
So who are these villains?
Tomas came to the monastery 40 years ago, by recommendation of House Ordelia of the Alliance. Around 8 years ago, he went back to House Ordelia, before returning to the monastery once again, just last year. After having worked at Garrigmach for decades, why would he betray us now? Just what did he hope to accomplish? Yuritsa became a professor at the Officers' Academy because of a recommendation from the Imperial nobility. Supposing that he is the Death Knight, that means that our enemy is an organization that has taken root in at least 2 territories.
In the long history of the Church of Seros, no, long before even that, there have been an endless number of threats to the peace of Fodlan. Yet those who oppose us still operate in the shadows. Their identity's a mystery. I believe that Solon and the Death Knight are merely one part of a much larger whole.
Most likely.
A threat to Fodlan's peace? That means we have no choice. We have to stop them all.
No shit, Sothis. They must be stopped.
I have truly come to rely on you. I believe that the monastery will remain safe so long as we have you. We do not yet know the enemy's objective.
I'm just one person,
or
Lady
whereabouts.
Rhea.
For now, please devote yourself to preparing for whatever comes next.
That is all for today.
Professor, please wait.
Nani?
I know there is much that you still do not understand. However, one thing is clear. You possess great power.
I've been hearing that a lot.
I believe that you are destined to be a source of great hope for all. In any case, I expect great things from you. Walk this world proudly, dear Professor. May the goddess Sothis protect you.
Oh, fuck!
The goddess Sothis?
I mean,
Is
that
what she
explains a
just
lot.
said?
Is
That was not a
something the
shock.
matter?
I had never heard the name of... You know what? It's nothing.
I see. In that case, farewell.
Do not say something that we may regret. What exactly am I? For now, let's leave this place. Please, go.
Part 1. White Clouds. Ethereal Moon. The Cause of Sorrow. Though most stars will still glimmer in the crisp winter air, the blue sea star has gone back into hiding. Legend states that the goddess prays for peace from her home in the heavens.
I would hope so.
In the town of Garreg-Mach, the anniversary of the monastery's completion nears, and the people's prayers intensify ahead of the Millennium Festival, still 5 years hence.
Millennium Festival? Oh, baby, look at that. What a party. 5K. Aloise's birthday. I don't really care. I hear
Sorry
flowers.
to trouble you.
That's fine. Something happened on Saturday. Part of my mission.
We are planning a grand ball for this month. I'm sure the students will be most
Ooh.
pleased.
Yes, certainly. However, we must not devote all of our time to frivolity. We have a new mission for you. We have found evidence of someone sneaking into an unused chapel.
Was something stolen?
No, there is nothing of value in that building. We do not yet know what the intruder's objectives are.
This month, your class is tasked with guarding the chapel and investigating these intruders. With the recent state of affairs surrounding the Holy Church, we cannot afford to overlook any abnormality, no matter how seemingly trivial.
I am ordering a seasoned knight to assist you to ensure the safety of the students. In times like these, I am afraid we must always expect the worst.
Yep. That's reassuring.
Reporting for duty, Lady Rhea.
Oh, my father!
I thought you two could use the time to bond. And to speak of important matters.
Appreciate the thought.
Bear in mind that Gerald has a separate mission of his own. He will join you once he has finished it.
It's true. I'll be away from the monastery for a while. But when I return, I'll come and watch you work. I'll be looking forward to it.
You got it. Oh, we were exploring. That's not even a question. First things first. I did not master my class yet. But Dimitri did, I believe. Where did Dimitri? Yeah. But he also needs to get his swords to D+ before he becomes a lord. So we're gonna work on his swords. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, cool. We explore.
Tomas. No. Solon, was it not? And the Flame Emperor.
Yep.
It is most clear that something has transpired. And it relates to you somehow. Or is the fault my own? And you're just caught inside the wave. Sothis, the goddess of this world. I bear her name. How confusing. I feel as though my head has turned to mush.
I mean, yeah, no different than now, so whatever. Alrighty. Mercedes.
Oh, now where did that Ingrid run off to? The ball is soon, and she hadn't even put on any makeup.
Oh no.
I was trying to help her out.
I can imagine she doesn't want anything to do with that. Because she wants to be a knight, but she is forced to wed somebody because of crests and nobility and wealth and dickery and gimme that. Where's my new guardian? Professor, level up! I am now a B-rank professor. Neat.
Ah, the ball. It reminds me of how I met my wife. I was at a village's harvest festival. There was a full moon, bathing everything in its cool glow. She appeared out of nowhere, dancing gracefully in the moonlight. A lovely fairy.
That story sounds fake.
Well, the full moon thing was an embellishment. We soon fell in love and tied the knot. Now we have a daughter who's as bright and beautiful as a sunny morning. So, whenever I see people dancing, I think of my wife, and my heart does a little waltz.
Alright then, have fun with that.
This looks delicious. Let's eat.
Ooh, I love this stuff. Did you know that?
Motivated!
I wonder if Remire Village will ever be the same again. How do you recover from such a terrible event?
You don't.
So many dead, so much destroyed. I can't see how the whole village doesn't just end up abandoned. Our class was also sent out to help put the village in order. But then... Hey there, Professor. I was thinking it might be nice to join your class.
Oh.
I'm not unhappy where I am, but I was just thinking that maybe if I was with you, well, I might learn even more. You're the kind of guy a gal could pay attention to, you know? Oh yeah? That's great!
Alright!
I'm looking forward to spending more time with you, Professor.
Thea has joined my house. Neat. One note. I wonder if I'll ever find a partner who understands I don't mean any harm when I flirt with others. Oh. This... Maybe you're bound to meet someone open-minded someday. Neat.
Need something? This one? This one?
Get that up.
You're all set. This
Another
one?
divine pulse. And that's all I can do with
You're
this.
all set. See you again soon.
Yep, catch it. What was that, blue item? Yes, it was. Gimme! She doesn't have high resistance.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I'm like, I realized she does not have a lot of resistance, so that was a bad call. At the start of week 3 of this month, the White Heron Cup dance contest will be held. To participate, you must select a representative by the end of week 2. Fuck! Who would be a good dancer then?
Pardon me. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
That's good.
Other than the legend of the Goddess Tower, of course. Have you heard the students talking about it? On the last night of the ethereal moon, on the same night as the ball, if a man and a woman go to the goddess tower and make a wish, it's sure to come true. I have a wish, but I can't find anybody to make it with me.
Ah, only 4, huh? No one comes into mind.
I'm sorry. Please, ignore my troubled ramblings. Was something the matter? Something to do with the White Heron Cup? Professor, I beg of you, please do not choose me as our house representative. I am utterly serious. Oh, thank the goddess. Please be sure to select someone with the confidence to win for us.
Dimitri is like, please, for the all that is good and holy, do not choose me. Alright, so it's Dorothea. It's obviously Dorothea.
It's a big dance contest between the classes, and I think my heart just skipped a beat. You want me to represent the class? I'm not sure when I last experienced such flattery, Professor.
Here you've chosen your representative. On an average year, the winning contestant has about this much charm. Charm is important, wouldn't you agree? Who wants a partner with no...
Roster. Man, our roster's getting filled up. That's charm, right? Oh yeah, she's good.
It is so much fun to sing with others. I hope this song reaches the goddess's ears.
Nice.
The glory of progress.
I am not lame.
Hey, Professor. You're here to help me practice for the dance contest?
Yes. Gotta move your legs a bit more, and then to sway your hips and your arms. Just like that. Make sure to move around your shoulders as well, just in case. Go with the flow with the rhythm. And then you throw a light punch, heavy punch, light kick, heavy kick. Now shut up and do some motherfucking combos. And then after that, you do heavy plus ultra, but I ain't gonna do that shit. Ah! Alright, we're good. Neat. I can imagine that Dorothea is the waifu of this game. Not Edugard, but Dorothea. Go with a hunch. Oh, Sylvain. Yeah, let's see how the lad's doing. What happened, buddy? What's the face?
Oh, Professor. I didn't realize you were there. If we keep running into each other like this, people will start to talk. They'll say, Sylvain and the Professor are on the prowl. Ah, forget it. What do you need?
Girl problem, Sylvain?
I fell for that girl recently, but I just wanted to have some fun and leave it at that. So, I told her we should break it off. I guess she was feeling a little more serious than I was. She started crying, and everything got a bit complicated.
You're complicated.
Come on, Professor. Playing around with girls is the most fun a guy can have. Besides, I don't care what you think of me. I don't intend to change how I live my life. I'm a good-for-nothing, if you haven't noticed. But I'm still a noble with a crest. That's all anyone cares about. It's best to avoid getting too serious with fools like that. It only leads to trouble.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna be forced into an arranged marriage with some random noble woman anyway. By the way, Professor, you didn't know you had a crest, did you?
My father never told me.
I see. I suppose a mercenary wouldn't be concerned with such things.
What was your experience?
Most children who are born to noble families are tested upon birth to see if they bear one. Even descendants of the 10 elites, like myself, can't be legitimate heirs without a crest. That means as children, we're only accepted if we're born with one. The heads of most noble houses keep having kids until they get one with a crest. Those children then grow up to be heads of their houses, and the vicious cycle continues. Do you get it now? To all these commoner girls, I'm just a trophy. Or rather, a stud horse.
You mean they only want you for your fucking bloodline? This is fucking bullshit.
See? I knew you'd get it. These girls don't love me. They love the potential rewards of loving me. If I marry a girl, and she gives birth to a child with a crest, that kid might become the next head of House Gautier. But nowadays, with the bloodlines getting weaker, there are a lot of kids like my brother, born with no hope. For ages now, those of us with crests have been envied and desired, but never for who we are. I understand the value of my blood. Believe me, I hate how much I understand it. I know better than to dream of being free from this burden. I'm used to it by now. I used to think I didn't have the right to live freely.
You don't think that way anymore?
That's right. You know what? I'm a bit jealous. The whole time you were growing up, you never knew you had a crest. You were free. Nobody pretended to like you. I kind of hate you for that. You were a spoiled brat who should pay for that crest. Maybe I'll collect the debt. Gotcha! Wow, you should have seen the look on your face just then. Don't mind me, Professor. After all, ladies love a dark and brooding noble.
And before you're like that in the next 5 years with the time skip, huh? B rank. Maybe I can punch stuff real good. You know what? Maybe I shall.
I still have much to learn.
I do not know how to ride to save the life of me. And the only way to be a rider is to be a natural rider, which I'm not, so... Alright.
Whoa, what happened? The pan's smoking.
Fire!
Mercedes, what's going on? My eyes. I can barely breathe.
Oh, Ash, I'm so glad you're here. My cooking's not going very well at all.
What did you put in there?
I used some of this spice, that seasoning, and the herbs on the top shelf. Then I started frying it in oil.
That explains it. We use that herb for smoke bombs. Just turn the heat off and cover the pan.
Oh no, the people in the dining hall don't look so good.
Sorry, everybody. Could we clear out the dining hall for a few minutes, please? Well, some folks were a little annoyed, but at least we got the place cleared out. It's a good thing no one mistook all that smoke for an attack. That could have been a disaster.
I'm so sorry. I always mess everything up.
No, it's my fault. I should have taught you which herbs to avoid. Don't blame yourself.
I just need to figure out how to do it right for next time.
Next time? You still want to try again, even after all that?
Of course! If I didn't, that would just be a waste of everything you taught me.
I guess that's true.
If you quit every time you made a mistake, then you'd never learn anything, right?
That's a great point.
Ah, maybe my mistake was frying the herb in oil. If I had boiled it instead, then there wouldn't be smoke. What do you think, Ash?
Boiling, huh? Yeah, that'd be fine.
Great! I'm gonna get this right next time for sure.
Oh boy.
Apologies for my late arrival, Mercedes. My duties ran long, as per usual.
There's no need to apologize at all. Please, have a seat. We've met for tea so many times, but you never seem to get used to it, do you, Ingrid?
Not entirely, no. I'm not accustomed to being treated so... delicately. Anyway, what will we talk about today?
I actually wanted to gripe about something that's been bothering me.
You? Gripe? Now that's unusual. I'm happy to listen, of course.
This will be
It's the
interesting.
least I can do after all the kindness you've shown me.
Thank you. The one thing I really wanted to talk about is marriage.
Uh-oh.
Oh?
Uh-oh.
Yes. I received a letter from my adoptive father about marriage discussions with a noble family.
And will you accept?
That's the problem. No matter what I decide, I'll probably be married off anyway. What I really want to do is help those in need. But I think it would be more difficult to do so if I married a nobleman.
Understandably so. Sounds to me like you need a strategy to silence your father.
Sorry? To silence him?
Don't you agree? It seems the best course of action would be to consider severing all ties with the family and running away.
We don't need to go that far.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I really just needed to let that out. I don't need you to worry about solving my problems.
Oh, okay. It's just a bit personal for me, actually. My own father has brought countless marriage proposals to my attention. He always was obsessed with me carrying on the family bloodline. At a very young age, my hand had already been promised to someone in marriage. But Glenn died young.
That must have been difficult for you. Would you have married him if he had survived?
That's a good question. It's hard to imagine now. Although I did admire him quite a lot. He held true to the ideals of knighthood, proudly serving the king. Even after all these years, I aspire to be the type of knight that he embodied. But that's just it. I'm not a tool for furthering my family's fortunes. I'm a knight at heart, regardless of what my father desires.
I see. A very noble cause indeed. How strange that we should be worrying about the same thing.
Even though we are such different people.
It's true. Enjoying a nice chat over tea with you like this makes me realize maybe the paths we walk aren't so different after all. Don't you think?
I do. These tea parties of ours, they really are something special.
That they are. Ingrid, I would love to get to know you better if that's okay. I want to know about your childhood, your favorite books, the sweets you like, anything at all.
Absolutely. I'm happy to speak with you anytime. And I want to know you better too,
Unfortunately,
Mercedes.
there's no more support between those two ever, because there's no A. Alright. You need to get your swords up.
This will be...
Alright.
It's all coming to...
Nice.
Whew, that's a relief. Am I starting to master this? You're making me blush. This will...
Alright. Oh, I can make him be a brawler a bit. So let's do that. Nice. Ooh.
Of course I got it.
Let's see rank now.
I've got it. Quite an...
I'm gonna make you punch stuff real good. Oh, that was good. Nice.
Got it.
B-rank. Actually, let's make you punch stuff. Actually, no. Authority.
What?
Nice.
Alright.
Magic's super high. Might as well work on this.
I appreciate...
Alright.
Professor, could you explain?
What's the question? I'm kind of terrified to walk the monastery grounds at night. It's unnerving how dark and quiet the place gets. How can I conquer my fear? think of it as training for night marches.
Ah, I see it now.
Nice.
Professor.
Actually, being a Wyvern Rider would be cool. And this is how you fly, like a jackass. Oh baby, tea party. I am ass at it.
What is it? Did I do something wrong?
Nope. Here, have some tea.
Not cool yet.
Burn her tongue. Alright, let's see if I'm butternut. Alright. I'm not butt. Okay, select receive. Alright. Totally not butt. Guardian mishaps? Nah. First crushes? Nope.
What?
F. Nah, it's tea time. Not lame.
This was great.
Something happened on Saturday.
We can handle it.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Push.
Here's the result.
Good. Nice.
Am I starting to master this?
Oh, man. Yeah, we're gonna battle. All these oh, shit. So many paralogs. What the fuck? Why? Let's get the weak ones out the way, honestly. True chivalry.
There you are. I was looking for you.
Yeah, what's up?
I need a favor.
Do you now? It's unusual for you to ask for help.
Yes, it's an unusual favor.
Oh boy.
My father sent a messenger. He wants me to return to Fraldaria's territory.
Your father?
Rodriga Shiel Fraldarius, the highest-ranking member of the Fargus nobility. I believe you've met him, so I heard. But
Oh, yeah,
about the favor. You're familiar with the tragedy of Dusker, I presume?
I am.
After the king's death, public order disintegrated. Bandits continue to raid villages across the kingdom, including those within Fraldaria's territory. My father says he needs my help driving the bandits away.
And you want me to join you?
Precisely. Good guess. Perhaps I shouldn't pull you into this. It stems from my family's failure to secure the region. But honestly, I want to see you in action. I never tire of watching you fight. And it'll be much more interesting for you than the training ground. Or maybe this task, driving off bandits, seems dull to a former mercenary?
I'll join you. Why not?
Excellent. While I'm at it, I have a second favor to ask of you.
Oh?
Could you recruit more fighters? I bet there will be willing volunteers if you're the one inviting them. I'll set off on my own and meet up with you there.